Zdravím u další části naší Let's Play série na hru Wolf Among Us a dneska už je to tedy finální pátá epizoda s podtitulem Cry Wolf, kterou vám přináším teda s pořádným zpožděním, ale myslím si, že je lepší pozdějc než nikdy, takže to nebudu dál prodlužovat a rovnou ji tedy restartujeme, protože jako vždycky jsem jenom zkoušel, jestli nám to bude fungovat a hlavně si mám dobře seřazený zvuk, protože zrovna tady je to takový docela důležitý kvůli tomu, že je potřeba, abych já byl slyšet a zároveň abyste dobře slyšeli tu hru, když náhodou tam třeba mluvím do toho, ale budu se snažit, pokud oni budou mluvit, tak já budu držet hubu.
Your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No! What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Pokud si to pamatuju správně, tak bych teďko si měl sednout, ale předtím než si sednu, tak si efektně zapálím cigáro. No a samozřejmě v této páté kapitole platí to, co říkám vždycky u všech předchozích, to znamená, že musíte vidět první, druhou, třetí a čtvrtou na to, aby vám tahle pátá dala smysl. To znamená, že pokud jste neviděli ty předchozí Wolf Among Us, tak u mě je najdete na kanále natočený všechny. A jinak tohle video bude samozřejmě zase dlouhý přes hodinu, protože a jelikož vám to rád takhle přináším jako celistvý zážitek, jako takovej v podstatě celovečerák by se dalo říct na ty epizody a pro mě je to taky docela dobrý, protože si to aspoň sjedu na jednu dlouhou část. Sice to potom musím dlouho renderovat, proto tohle video bude jenom v 720 a ne v 1080, jelikož to by vážně ten upload byl neskutečný. No jo, to je ono, tady to přichází. Tady jsme teda minule skončili ve finále čtvrté epizody. Stihli jsme ty pohyblivé dveře.
You haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Zase, že tady je hodně známých ksichtů.
Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
Dáme si něco k pití, když už tady jsme.
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Tak jo, zabil si tyhle ty ženy. Jo, to je asi důvod, proč tady jsem. Mimo jiný.
You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps. Hmm?
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with.
No.
You really don't need to worry.
Já stejně myslím, že vím, kdo. Sice ten Crooked Man samotný je kápo, ten nešel a nezabil je. A ten, kdo byl nejblíž vždycky těm ženským, tak Tweedlesové to nebyli, Bloody Mary asi taky ne, Crooked Man je kápo, takže Georgie, protože ten byl tento vet, že jo.
Well done, Sheriff. I'm sorry I doubted you. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift. Ensuring our continued cooperation.
No, já jsem přišel pro Crookedmana, protože takhle bych si vzal akorát někoho, kdo vykonával jeho špinavou práci.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like that?
You think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Tohle to, no Georgie rozhodně nepůjde sám, takže to vypadá, že tohle to nepůjde dobře.
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
A do prdele.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Celá místnost tělech zmrdů proti jednomu vlkovi, jo? No tak uvidíme, co zvládne. Tomu už chybí parůžek. Tak pojď, zase tahle držkat, hej, to je nadělení. Ne.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Sakra, hoši. A kurva, fix. A ne, Georgina Sarsi. Hoho. Hodnej kluk, vem si kudlu, ty zmrde. To vypadá, že nám to zatím funguje krásně na to, že jich tady bylo vážně tolik. Tak dva z nich už jsou... A oni zdrají. Doufám, že ten portál stihnu, protože jinak zase oni budou někde, kde já vůbec nebudu vědět, kde jsou. Dobrý, to by mohlo stačit. Ten už zůstane na zemi a já teď potřebuji hlavně... Jo, bingo.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know. I know.
Jo, tak takhle. Máme zpátky plnou formu. Teda musím uznat, že vypadá to, že tahle pátá finální kapitola bude asi nejakčnější ze všech, když už jenom vidím tu naháněčku, kde tady vlastně Big B sere na nějaký glamour nebo něco a v plný vlčí formě tady bez problému běhá. A který auto? Tohle? Jo.
Fuck! What was that?
Teďko akorát nevím, jestli nám chybějí titulky, nebo jestli kvůli tomu, že to je takhle bojová scéna, tady nejsou, ale měl bych je mít zapnutý, na začátku tam byly. Udrž se, brachu. A vedlejší ulička. Když budeme mít kliku, tak bude slepá. Jestli ne.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Krysa se vrací do svého jediného hnízda, který zná. Vypadá to, že nějakou suprovou náhodou zrovna na věšáku byly přesně takový hadry, jaký jsem měl předtím. To je skvělý. Tak Georgieho auto ani nemusíme prozkoumávat, no vypadá to, že krvácí teda vážně nádherně, takže tady není nic zrovna, co bych k tomu chtěl. Jdeme rovnou dovnitř. Není čas ztrácet čas. Teda víme teda to, že ten Crooked Man říká teda, ten Crooked Man mluví o tom, že nedal takovej rozkaz, aby je Georgie zabil a že ten Georgie to posral a zabil obě dvě, akorát, že Georgie zase mluví něco jinačího, takže když teďko je mrtvej, tak asi nebude mít, teda ještě není mrtvej, ale už je na tom vážně hodně špatně a nevypadá to, že teda to asi rozdejchá, pokud mu nepomůžem, takže teďko asi už nebude zrovna mít moc důvodů, proč lhát, když ho samotný Crooked Man takhle hodil přímo nám. Takže se pokusíme z něj dostat ty informace, které budeme potřebovat, co nejvíc to půjde, než půjdeme na samotného Crooked Mana.
I hope you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? Had to say goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, You don't know what you're doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean—
fucking— Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore. Ugh.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault.
Crooked mu teda, ta Faith a Lily, oni chtěli utíct vlastně z těch prostitučních služeb toho Crookedmana a on teda si nechtěl zašpinit ruce a proto poslal Georgieho.
That's not what I meant. I was just
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh! Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
You deserve worse than this, Georgie.
I suppose you're right. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Můžeme mu to teda usnadnit a můžeme ho rovnou zabít. A nebo ho už tady můžeme nechat umřít. Což je to, co já udělám, protože to si zaslouží.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Takže ta Vivian, která se tam teďko zabila, tak to byla vlastně originál, co se týče těch holek s těma vlastně stužkama, nebo jak bych to pojmenoval. S tím, co mají na krku. A když to mají, tak vlastně nemůžou mluvit o těch diskrétních věcech ohledně těch jejich klientů a podobně. Ale vlastně tam byl problém, že když si to sundají, tak umřou. Jenže vlastně Vivian byla originál, to znamená, že ona, když si to sundala, tak tím osvobodila všechny ostatní. Tím osvobodila tu Nerisu a osvobodila by tím i Faith, i Lily, akorát, že ty už jsou mrtví, takže tam už zrovna... Ale pointa je taková, že vlastně ona se musela zabít kvůli tomu, aby zrušila to kouzlo a ona už se s tím dál nedokázala vyrovnat, takže to udělala. No a samotný Georgie, tak jako to, že tam kňučí a že mu to Crooked Man přikázal, tak jako... To chápu, že jinak samozřejmě, kdyby neudělal to, co Crooked Man chtěl, tak by ho Crooked Man vyřídil, to je jasný, ale přece jenom měl pořád volbu a hlavně se mě snažil zabít, jako když mě tam držej, když mě tam nějaký ten Tweedledee nebo Tweedle tam drží ze zadu a on mě chce probodnout s úsměvem nožem, tak jako sorry. Ale takový skurvysyn si to si jako nezaslouží zemřít rychle, takže proto jsem se rozhodl, že ho tam nechám a když tam má rozparaný břicho, tak ať si tam umírá hezky pomalu, aby měl dost času na to, aby si promyslel, co vlastně kurva udělal, takže... Bylo to docela krutý, to rozhodně, ale... Já prostě nemám respekt k lidem, kteří se snaží zabít tu hlavní postavu ještě s úsměvem a jenom kvůli tomu, že já se snažím a neprojde jim to. A to jsou ty zásilky, které jsme viděli, že jo? OK. Takže jsme v nějaký bývalý, nebo ne, bývalý továrně. Se s tím ještě nevím co. Asi nějaká slejvárna, nebo tak něco. Jo. Metalworks, jasně.
Big Wolf.
A je.
The big bad wolf.
Jo, velký zlej vlk už si jde pro tebe. Myslím si, že asi Bloody Mary nás nepřestane otravovat do té doby, dokud se s ní prostě jednoduše nevypořádáme. No jo. Co pak tu máme? Hej. Někde je tady můj velký fanoušek. No jo. OK.
They used to fear you.
Počkej, co je tohle kolo? To je to kolo, na kterým se lámají kosti, že jo? Proto se jmenuje Crooked Man. Na tohle se připne člověk a... To je taky ten jeho symbol, ten zlámaný panáček na tom kole. Že by to ještě dokonce i používali. To je sadistický.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Ach jo.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Takže Crooked Man si tam v pohodě odkráčí a nechá mě tady na souboj. No dobře, to si budu pamatovat, ty jeden starý zmrde. Proč je ta mrcha furt takhle neviditelná všechno? Nemůže se prostě postavit přímo přede mě a dát si to hezky na férovku 1 proti 1. A doháje. To už vypadá víc jako s nějakou jinačí formou. Protože přece jenom krvavá Mary musí vypadat tak, jak by měla vypadat. Řádně krvavá. Když už se má přece jenom objevovat v zrcadle těch lidí, kteří si ji přivolají a potom je kuchnout. Tohle není zrovna nejlepší pozice, na který bych chtěl být, protože... Co to kurva bylo? Tak jo, už je to jenom kousíček. No tak!
Where are you? Come out and face me!
That's more like it. Tohle už je lepší. Cože to? No tak je to zrcadlová slečna, takže bych asi čekal, že bude mít nějaký zrcadlový obraze, ale tohle je celkem docela přehnaný. No nic no, takže jednu za druhou. To nebude fungovat. Tohle to rozhodně nebude fungovat. No tak. Ale mi nedělej starouši. Já se teda přiznám, já jsem viděl tohohle velkého vlka na náhledovém obrázku na Steamu, ale tohle je vážně hodně ultimátní. Byť jeho finální forma teda není taková, jakou jsme viděli až do posud, ale tohle to vypadá jako jeho finální forma. Opravdový vlk. A ještě k tomu v opravdové velikosti. No ne, na to zapomeň. Parádko. Sakra, to je jak v Matrix Reloaded, jak tam nabíhaly ty další kopie toho agenta Smithe, tak tohle je úplně podobná situace. A heleme se. Přijdeme s něčím velkým. Jo, takhle. Velký zlej vlk sfouknul prasátkům domečky. Až nám zůstala jenom jedna poslední. Tak to vypadá, že máme klid. Nejsem si teď jistý, jestli jsem opravdu zabil tu pravou, protože se zase rozpadla jenom v další střepiny, takže jestli to opravdu byla ta poslední, nebo jestli ta poslední, ta jako pravá někam utekla. Nevím, ale zdá se, že bychom měli mít už pokoj. A jdeme si pro starouše, protože ten má rozhodně teďko co vysvětlovat. To už je asi tak podruhý, co se mě snažil zabít. A tenhle zmrt v obleku, ten nebude dělat nic jako akčního. Ten se bude bránit jeho vlastním.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean.
Nebudu ti nic říkat, ty zmrde. Obchodník se smrtí je sice furt obchodník, ale to neznamená.
Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Ani hovno, ty zmrde.
Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Drž už hubu.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
OK, takže on chce mít vlastně... On chce mít normální férový soud, kde bude moct říct jeho verzi příběhu, protože on ví, že my nemáme moc důkazů. Většinou jsme z těch lidí něco vytáhli, máme nějaké svědectví, máme pár zmlácených a podobně. Takže teď asi budeme muset obhájit před všema ostatníma. Že tenhle skurvysyn za to opravdu může.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
No, ty jsi teda zlatíčko.
About time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
How could you?
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
Misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on with it
But we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
A teďko to ten parchant rozjede, protože by se jinak nenechal sem nechat přivízt.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Za prvý se mě snažila zabít skurvená Bloody Mary, tak nevím, co tady mluví o
Goons
kooperaci.
attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Which is why the Crooked Man must be punished for his crimes. The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
No tak myslím, že tohle se povedlo.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the murder.
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please. This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the—
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Ten parchant si myslel, že budou furt fungovat vlastně ty stužky na krcích a že oni nebudou moc vypovídat, ale...
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
there will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yeah. Sheriff.
Takže nakonec je rozhodnutí na nás. Můžeme ho hodit do té studny, nebo mu urvat hlavu, nebo ho zamknout. Oh, cože? Na do prdele. Já jsem věděl, že se ještě o něco pokusí ten skurvenec. Jdeš dolů, kamaráde. Já už se vážně s tebou nemíním dál srát.
There you are. I hope You all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Asi nemyslím.
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Myslím, že mnohem horší by bylo, kdyby se nám nepodařilo přesvědčit ten dav lidí, který tam byl. Protože to by potom mělo určitý komplikace a všechno, ale... Takhle jsem se rozhodl ho hodit do té studny kvůli tomu, že se mě pokusil dvakrát zabít. Potom se mě pokusil zabít ještě předtím, než jsem ho tam šel hodit.
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Akorát si říkám, jestli jsem toho Colina přece jenom neměl poslat na tu farmu, aby to bylo fair, když už tam jako mají jet všichni, co nemají ten glamour, tak by tam asi měli jít taky, a ne jenom kvůli tomu, že to je můj kámoš, tak jsem se rozhodl tady nechat.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Proč tady je furt možnost jí to sundávat? Chci říct, jak kdyby na to ta hra byla úplně umarnutá.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Teďka bude plot twist.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So that ring in her mouth, that was you?
Yeah. I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, We do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen, not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. At the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Zase to už jsem od někoho slyšel.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Son of a bitch.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Aha. Takže že by to byla jedna ta samá osoba, akorát v glamouru a... No. OK, takže to asi vypadá, že ještě dostaneme druhou sérii The Wolf Among Us, stejně jako to je The Walking Dead, protože to jako... Wow, tak jo, takže 31% hráčů nechali Georgieho vlastně umřít a nezabili ho sami, takže tady víc hráčů prokázalo milost, jasně, na to já jsem neměl nervy. Celých skoro 90 lidí normálně nechalo Crookedmana, aby měl vlastně, aby se mohl sám obhájit a 38% hráčů ho hodilo spolu se mnou do Witching Well. A TJ's Gift for Snow, tak ten přijal skoro každý, protože to myslím, že celkem je. Tam není vůbec důvod, proč od takového malého žabáka nepřijmou to, co on chce, předtím, než ho odvezou na farmu. A jaký byly poslední slova Nerise? No, oni vážně vypadají docela povědomě. No. Takže já jsem zůstal úplně potichu. Přece jenom prostě mlčet zlato. No, každopádně, jako vždycky díky moc za sledování, díky moc za vaše odběr a podporu mého kanálu, opravdu to pro mě moc znamená, že jste celý tohleto video dokoukali až do konce. Myslím, že tohle bylo trošku kratší než ty ostatní, myslím, že jsme natáčeli kolik, asi 1,25 hodiny. I u těch předchozích to většinou trvalo asi 1,5 hodiny, takže já jsem to tady vzal možná trošku hupem a možná to bylo kratší, nicméně. A Wolf Among Us jakož ta hra jako hra samotná, jinak vpravo nahoře teď budete mít tlačítko celého playlistu, kdybyste chtěli vidět ty předchozí epizody, tak vlastně ta série se táhla asi půl roku, možná víc dokonce, protože já myslím, že první díl vyšel na podzim minulého roku, nebo nějak tak v zimě. Ne, na podzim to bylo ještě, na podzim myslím, nějak tak v listopadu. A potom se hrozně dlouho čekalo na druhou epizodu, no a pak ta 3., 4., 5. ty už vyšly jakoby, myslím, že asi v měsíčním intervalu. ale mezi tou první a druhou byla obrovská mezera kvůli tomu, že vlastně ty tvůrci nastartovali tu druhou sérii Walking Dead a nechtěli, aby se jim do toho plet ještě ten Wolf Among Us, takže ho nechali chvíli u ledu a pak teprve. A jinak ta série se mi hodně líbila, jako bylo to rozhodně jinačí, ale myslím si, že by se mi spíš líbilo, kdyby, nevím, přišlo mi to takový, že ty samotné rozhodnutí neměly zase takovou váhu, že to prostě všechno spělo nějak tak k tomuhle konci, že tam nebyla jako taková variace a tolik taková záživnost jako u toho Walking Dead, ale jinak jakožto filmový zpracování se mi to líbilo opravdu hodně a rozhodně nelituju, že jsem si to zahrál a že jsem to kompletně natočil, ačkoliv tu sérii nesleduje tolik z vás, tak stejně jsem si říkal, že i pro ty z vás, i když vás není tolik, tak jsem si říkal, že to vždycky natočím, protože si to stejně chci zahrát, takže proč to zrovna i neokomentovat, i když já o toho tolik nemluvím, protože myslím, že u té první a druhé části tam jsem mluvil hodně, ale pak už jsem jako nechal ten příběh samotný plynout, protože sám vím, když jsem se pak díval zpětně na ty epizody, že to bylo takový otravný, že spíš je lepší nechat vlastně tu hru samotnou, on se tam mluví skoro pořád, že jo, takže já tam vždycky akorát nějak tak řeknu, co jsem udělal a co se stalo, protože to je anglicky, takže si jako jenom tak, aby jsme měli kompletní porozumění, jako to, prostě tak nějak. Nicméně myslím, že tady to asi zapíchneme, protože já nemám co víc bych tomu řekl. Jestli teda bude druhá série The Wolf Among Us, tak myslím, že bych si ji určitě s radostí dal, takže uvidíme s čím v Telltale Games na nás přijdou. Teďko dodělávají ten Walking Dead, že jo? Ještě chybí, myslím, že je 5. epizoda z té druhé série, ta poslední. No a potom, potom co budou dělat, to jsem nesledoval, nekoukal jsem na to, co mají v plánu nebo podobně, ale tenhle konec byl takovej, že tam asi by možná mohl být ještě prostor pro nějaké pokračování, něco by se určitě vymyslelo, takže uvidíme. Nicméně do té doby nezapomeňte, že každý z nás je jak trošku hovado a u nějakého dalšího videa nebo u nových sérií zase nazdar!